stand together to fight the real battle that is confronting us. At the current moment, ayingathi kunzima. But we have a responsibility ourselves, the workers, because it is us. The ANC cannot survive on her own without us, the workers in this country. Of course, we can claim ourselves that we can survive with them, but I want to argue still, you yourselves cannot survive without being in a relationship in this current alliance arrangement and hope to survive on your own. So we have a duty, as we have started, to call the African National Congress to order where things are not going right. So there is a meeting next week, on the 4th and 5th, Pretoria, where we are going to be sitting in what is called the Alliance Political Council, put our issues as we are raising them, and engage with the African National Congress. But the ANC must help us also. The ANC must help us to go through this journey of ensuring that we can build a stronger ANC, but a stronger ANC-led alliance. We argue that in its current state, which we are arguing, we have to see and think and talk about how we must reconfigure the state of the alliance or the alliance arrangements. Because at the moment, where it seems that decisions can be taken by one partner and they affect all of us and we are not part of those decisions, that has got to come to an end. Where when we want meetings, there will be no responses until there is a crisis and people say, come, let's meet. We are saying that should come to a stop. But at the same time, we have a relationship with the South African Communist Party, which is the vanguard of the working class. And as workers, we also have our own expectation to the SACP. We have started on that journey of a program that must intensify our working together so that we are able to move forward and be able to see how we're taking ourselves out of this current crisis as we are. We need one another. We have a relationship with SANCO. Most of us sitting here are members of SANCO. We have to ensure that we work together, because we've been singing this song, Deputy President, that we will work together, but we have not been able to meet. I know that your secretariat has been trying to get us to meet, but this time around, so that as this alliance led by the ANC, we are able to deal with the challenges confronting the nation, because that is what is expected of us. Otherwise, the whole agenda of this radical socio-economic transformation will fall flat. But that very agenda, and we've argued within the ANC-led alliance, as long as the National Development Plan is in its current form, with an economic chapter that still argues for labor flexibility, and economic chapter that is still arguing for other things that really do not talk to the radical transformation of the economy. No, asivumelani maqabane. We have to deal with that matter because we have agreed that we are going to confront that matter. The labor market chapter of the NDP is wrong. It has got to be fixed. The economic chapter of the NDP is wrong. It is not going to take us where we want to be, whether in 2030 or any other time. In its current form, it is not helpful. Therefore, Comrade President, let us unite. Let us unite as alliance formations, but it should not be the unity that has got no principles. It should be the unity that is founded also on respect for each other. It has to be the unity that recognizes that each partner is independent from the other. The unity that acknowledges that there is no big brother and no small boy or tool boy. It is that unity which has got to ensure that the alliance, at least at that minimum program, is at the center of running those programs and at the driver's seat of the National Democratic Revolution. At the moment, that is not the case. It is the alliance that will be based on correct principles of not throwing public specs to one another. It should be an alliance that is having clarity on the program that is joining all of us. And we have all long time agreed, even before us as leadership, it has been agreed that the enjoining program is the National Democratic Revolution. So we all have a responsibility to lead and drive the National Democratic Revolution in this country, because that is the only program that for the communists and us as workers, it is the shortest route to socialism. It is the program that will help us to achieve what is still remaining and outstanding of this issue, the class, gender, race, which is outstanding. I'm confusing the terminologies there, which one comes first. But that struggle has not been realized in South Africa. Racialism is still a problem here. We've spoken about the gender issues or the gender imbalance in our country. We have to take through and conclude that type of our struggle as we go on. For Cosatu's sake, you know your programs. You have not yet achieved the scrapping of the e-tolls. It's not a Gauteng program only, it's a Cosatu program all over the country, comrades. You still have not achieved the total ban of labor brokers. We want to continue to receive reports from you, even though the law now says 3 months being placed in that client's workplace, you are deemed to be permanently employed or registered. We want to hear feedback, because every day workers are calling and say, I'm 10 years, I'm 6 years, but I'm still not registered at this workplace. So that campaign is still on. We have to do that, comrade, because that is what we're supposed to be doing, ensuring that we take forward those campaigns every day. A Cosatu that is campaigning every day. I offer a Cosatu, comrade, a campaign and zonke. Shop stewards, boza wetu. Let us service our members, comrades. That's a large cry out there. To keep the members that are in is to service those members, to attract those who are outside. When they said there are 13 million outside, it is through servicing those who are in so that they will be attracted into our organizations. It's as clear as that. So let's remember our task. Ama-task ethu akusiko nje ma-comrade ukuthi i-CV yami i-accumulator kanjani, or when am I getting the promotion. That comes as a byproduct, but our task is to service members who are looking at us every day to defend them at their points of exploitation. Abasevisi yiko bangashaya izandla. So, comrades, this Central Committee of the Workers, let's be happy with it. It is our Central Committee, and by the way, media, it is not a Congress. Today is not a Congress. It's a midterm review, very important structure of our federation to assess our work. Let us enjoy, sing. Angakaculi benkade ni angazi benenzani, but let us enjoy ourselves here. Let us work, because we have come to work here and come up with the results that will take our federation even much further, because Cosatu is alive, Cosatu is there. Whether others say there are things that are saying, we are building this organization. We are the generation that will go into history, that there was a time when our federation was being stolen and taken somewhere. We stood together and protected our federation. Here it is today. We are moving forward to build our Cosatu. Our strong Cosatu unions shall be built by us and no other person. This Central Committee is opened. It is your meeting. Welcome, comrades.
Thank you, Comrade President. Thank you, Comrade President. Comrade President, I see at the back there is the former General Secretary of South African Clothing and Textile, who is now the Minister in the ANC government, Comrade EP. We acknowledge your presence.
Do you support the calls made by Blade Nzimande and Solly Mapaila?
It is not a call by Comrade Solly Mapaila and Comrade Blade Nzimande. It is the position of the party.
Yes.
And the position of the party, we support it unambiguously.
Why?
The theory of the revolution, in simple terms, was that revolutionary forces are going to take charge of the state. And having taken charge of the state, they are going to transform the state to eventually transform society.
Join me in Mpotse
of who should be the president of the ANC. We are not confused. We want the current deputy president to be the president of the ANC. That is clear. We must not be condemned when we say that, because others are making pronouncements and they are not condemned. Amanda, Comrade Kanye, come here. We want Cyril Ramaphosa as the president. Kanye, Comrade Kanye, can you come over, please? 1 hour. We are expected back here at 3 o'clock. The lunch will be served at Asteria down there. Kannete ke utlwile le nna hore le reng.
You're fired.
WhatsApp.
Yes,